Hello guys, welcome back to the channel.
Hello.
Today we have got inside the world's first Michelin-Star BBQ.
That's amazing.
There's only one?
Well, barbecues takes forever, doesn't it? You have to smoke it for hours,
Yeah, I
16
guess
hours or
so.
something. And then there's so many of them around in the southern states. So I'm wondering where this one is.
I was going to say, where do you think it is?
don't-
Probably Texas, right?
You think so? Could
I
be.
would imagine so.
Yeah.
The best barbecues are always in Texas, aren't they?
Yeah. And how do you get a Michelin star? Because I've seen some that people queue up for
Yeah.
2-3 hours
Like Terry
outside.
Blacks and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Yeah. So what makes this one
So special.
exactly? Let's have a look.
Find out.
Right now, it's Tuesday, about 5:30 in the evening. We're waiting on Sloan, who's our pig delivery man. Pig's here.
Beautiful, let's do it.
We set out to be different in barbecue. There are people who come in here and tell us this is not barbecue, it's not even close.
What time did you guys get here?
I don't even remember.
Yeah,
it was a little
like-
after 8:30. They just brought out a sample of the burnt ends for being first in line. It's
pretty
phenomenal.
cool.
It was
Yeah.
great. I've just been following them on social media ever since I got the Michelin awards.
This is where I keep coming back to.
When you think about Texas barbecue, you're mainly thinking about brisket, beef ribs, beef sausage. But pork ribs are a huge part of the Texas Trinity, and pork is the most barbecued meat everywhere else. We are going to have a barbecue plate with pulled whole hog, with pork hop sausage. We're going to have our pork hash as the side dish. We're gonna have some cornbread on the side as well, our hog fat cornbread, which gets all the rendered lard, and a pork burger. Using different parts of the animal.
Don't bring your Muslim friend to this restaurant, though.
No, exactly.
But everything's pork.
Everything I prefer.
You prefer pork?
Like pork ribs and.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I'll prefer a pork burger over a beef burger.
No, I don't think I would. I think I'd prefer normal.
Beef.
Yeah.
Yeah, beef.
Yeah.
I think a pork burger should be in like a breakfast patty. Like like what do you call them?
Sloppy Joes.
No, like the McDonald's breakfast one. You've got like your cheese
Oh.
and your hash brown and your
Like a muffin type.
yeah, McMuffin type
Yeah.
thing. I prefer those. Yeah.
To make one complete plate. Full utilization, creativity, classic methods. That's new school barbecue.
Every single part of the pig is good to barbecue. And we have done a lot of different other dishes, but these are just kind of what we've settled in as the things that we can sell, the things that we can execute, things that make sense. If we're cutting for the case, we would be, bandsaw, cold room, making sure that everything is trimmed up, very, very particular, very spec like you see at the grocery store. But this is for barbecue, so we are just cutting down the big pieces. We're keeping bones in, we're keeping fat on. It's a big, huge piece of meat like this with bones in it, with a ton of connective tissue, with a ton of fat still in it. That's gonna barbecue amazing. It's gonna make it so succulent and delicious. It's gonna pick apart perfectly. Very excited.
The shoulders will go to whole hog, as well as the middles, if those don't go to bacon ribs first. The hams go to sausage.
Normally, when you go to restaurants that are doing kind of whole animal stuff and breakdown stuff, a lot of them use the shoulder muscle for sausage because it has a good meat to fat ratio. These are heritage breed hogs, so they're extra fatty. So we use the ham, which itself is a much leaner meat. And then the exterior of it has hard fat that's really good for making sausage. And so when we separate those and then bring them back together in the correct ratio, that's the perfect ratio for sausage. And then this skin will go into our stock pot. It's gonna give our pork stock a lot of collagen and gelatin. And then that is going to flavor and thicken our pork hash. This is at the very core of what we do. We've been breaking these hogs down in this exact way since our very first day in business about 9 years ago. Yeah, so these hogs come from Peaceful Pork near Corpus Christi, which is near the coast. This is the first purveyor that we ever had when we started as a food truck. We met the rancher, his name is Loncito Cartwright, at a Willie Nelson concert. Started buying his pigs. They would deliver them just like this at our food truck, my pickup truck. We didn't have a commissary when we very first started. And then I would do this in my garage, basically break it down to fit the pieces in the little fridge.
Can you imagine his neighbours just hearing like constant like zzz in the
Yeah, I know, right?
in the garage? Like, what is he doing?
That'll get quite annoying, wouldn't
Yeah.
it?
Not even that. They'd be like, has he got bodies in there?
Yeah.
We were a food truck from 2017 to 2023, so we were in there about 7 years before we opened this restaurant. The first trailer that we have out there is the original pit trailer that we had at the food truck. That has a 500-gallon offset that I built in my driveway. I think that there is a lot of street cred you get from starting in a truck, from building your own pit, especially in Austin. I think the people in Austin are attracted to people who kind of bootstrap it themselves, really kind of that DIY culture. And so that's really how we wanted to start our business. I met my business partners through some mutual friends, and I ended up building a barbecue pit in my driveway. And we bought the least expensive food truck we could find, and we got everything going for less than $50,000. The smoker itself was built 2016. I bought the tank and an old trailer for $500 and a welder for $1,500. That was less expensive than buying a smoker. And I went to YouTube University, learned how to weld. The original trailer that it was on collapsed on the road. But then we built this one, and this served us at the food truck all the way up to 2023 when we moved it over here. Hog's basically finished being broken down. The guys are gonna finish doing the sausage formula, weighing out. They're gonna put some of these bacon ribs on cure. Wes is gonna finish pulling everything off of the smoker. We'll be here tomorrow, put some of these hog pieces on for the day service.
That's the thing with these places. You have to start so early.
Yeah, smoke it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wood's extremely important. It is the main flavor component we're working with. We use post oak wood and we get it from cheap firewood. There's a lot of nuance to the wood, so it impacts the cook. Just the moisture content of the wood is probably the most important part. If the log is fresh or green, then it has a lot of moisture to evaporate before it will start burning and producing that smoke. And it will kind of choke off your fire, and it won't maintain that heat level and smoke level that you're looking for. These are looking really good. Keep them rolling.
A lot of salt they put on as well.
Yeah.
Last night the hog came off, and you can see all the fat that it has collected in there. It's almost started to confit in its own juices. And David's picking everything this morning, really trying to maintain bigger pieces of meat and not completely just shred everything into a homogeneous mixture. The reason we cook these whole hogs is because we like texture in the pulled pork. We want to be able to taste strands of belly, flakes of rib, you know, pieces of shoulder meat, so you can have different textures when you're eating it. Whole hogs on the menu every single day. This is our signature pork dish. We don't serve pork ribs all the time because we only receive half hogs. And you saw how many hogs that came in. That was 5 halves. That would only be 5 racks of ribs all week long. So we serve this whole hog because it stretches the meat much farther. And it's a good way to kind of barbecue it whole and then have a bunch of different textures within one single dish. And then once all the meat is pulled into large chunks like this, we're going to measure out the weight of the meat, and then that's going to tell us how much of this rendered lard, rice vinegar, and sambal we need to dress all of this meat. Hello, Vanessa. We have a total staff of about 70 people, and at any one time there could probably be 20 to 25 maximum.
All right.
On a slower day, we could do 400 or so. On a very busy day, I think we've hit close to 2,000 people here.
I keep seeing like videos on like TikTok and stuff of like just a camera set up behind the guy that's like serving people food at a
Like the fairs and stuff.
no, just what's at a barbecue.
Yeah.
And I don't know why, it's just satisfying to watch. He just gets like a big brisket, starts cutting it up, puts it on the scale, and then passes it along. It's quite cool to
Yeah,
watch.
yeah.
I don't know why, but
People come into this restaurant and they're not just looking for a good plate of food. They're not just looking for a nice little barbecue restaurant. They're looking for the best barbecue they've ever had in their entire life.
I think it's the application of craft into their barbecue as opposed to just the standard traditional way of doing it, utilizing those techniques while also introducing a craft element to make it feel more like a restaurant.
There are people who come in here and tell us this is not barbecue, it's not even close. It felt really good to be vindicated on our decisions to stick to our sourcing standards. I was in the auditorium when we learned that we got a Michelin star. It felt really good for the entire staff. We told them that we want to make the best barbecue in the world. And as soon as we were named as a starred restaurant, all of them really elevated and pushed and became that restaurant. I don't know if I believed that we were that when we earned it, but we have certainly proved it every day since. What I really want for success is the success of our team, the success of the people around us. If they're learning, if they're empowered, if they're proud and happy of the work that they do, and we're making people happy, and the restaurant stays open, that's success. Barbecue takes a pretty rough toll on you as a chef. It's early mornings, it's late nights, but at the end of the day, it's a lot of fun.
that's it. It's a long shift running a barbecue, isn't it?
Yeah. But the thing is, it's the satisfaction you get at the end of it, seeing everybody so happy.
Yeah, and all the smoke, the smell of it as well whilst you're working through it. It's
Yeah,
something
when
you
I was-
enjoy. You can just do all day, I
Yeah,
guess.
but I was thinking when he was saying he built it on his driveway.
Yeah.
I'm like, God, can you imagine if you were one of the neighbours, like being woken up at 4 a.m. and
Yeah, I'm
that
sure you'd try.
smell.
I'm sure. Yeah, I
What's
know,
that
right?
smell
Yeah.
like, you know?
They'd probably give you free stuff for lunch.
Yeah.
Though. That's a bonus.
Yeah.
I can't lie. If I'm going to a barbecue, I'm probably gonna want that like beef brisket though. So I don't know if I would choose to go to that place.
It's not traditional, is it?
Yeah.
It's not a traditional southern barbecue.
Yeah, they've not got stuff
Cook-
there that
yeah.
I'd want. To be
But
fair.
it's obviously good food, and
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
100% it'd be
and
good,
people
yeah.
have tried it and they like it. So,
Yeah.
You know, that's why they've got the Michelin-Star.
Exactly. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like and subscribe button for us, please. Would be much appreciated. And we'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.
Bye.